Hello my dear Trekkies, welcome to the 5th video in the Star Trek playlist. Today we will take a look at the Enterprise-B, so the Excelsior class. So yeah, let's go straight to look at the model itself. And here we are, and this is the model. Yeah, so on the first glance, as you can see, the same as before, with the updated stand. So I will now get rid of the stand and we can take a look at the model itself. This ship is actually quite big. Yeah, I still tried that the saucer is roughly 20 centimeters in diameter, but that also means, because the secondary hull and the nacelles are so long, that the overall ship is kinda long, half a meter to be exact. And this also means that this is the first ship on which I will do this, which does not include windows. This is not because of I am being lazy, though sure that can work too, but this is mainly because the ship's window in this scale would be so small that this is simply not very good for the FDM printers. Thus I decided to skip them. And the same here with the name. Once again I have the recess. This is the only way how can actually achieve having a cassette with the name as a separate piece with the multicolored printing. Okay, and as you can see, there is also quite a lot of blue, not just the standard colors which we had before. Yeah, so especially for this project I ordered a blue filament. And all the different colored pieces are once again separated. But because there is more separate pieces due to the colors, this model is a little bit more difficult, or complex rather. So now we will take a look how it actually all goes together. And as you can see, it is once again separated into 3 groups: saucer, secondary hull and nacelles. So now we will take a look at the saucer. And from the first glance you can see that it has quite a lot of pieces. But I don't think it's super difficult. So as you can see, we have the top part with the opening for standard 10 by 10 pins and other openings. So yeah, here we add the pins, and now we will add the second half. Simply using those 3 pins, that's enough for start. Now here we have the spec in those 4 cutouts, and into them we will insert thrusters. Yeah, they have just corresponding holes, so you will simply insert them there. And then here to these openings we will insert thrusters. Sorry, impulse engines. My bad. Yeah, in my case this is actually painted, though it certainly could be also done with dual printer, dual color printer. Anyway, this is basically the main saucer. Now we will add various details. Yeah, so first detail, as you can see here in this cutout, we will insert these blue pieces. Simply put them inside, and basically that's the idea for every single detail piece. Yeah, so now we have this dark piece. Once again, simply put into the groove. Now these blue pieces, yeah, once again put into corresponding hole. These blue pieces which go to this bag, let's say. These dark pieces once again put into the hole. Now the name, yeah, I have it as a one file. In the slicer you simply divide them into 2 parts and print them separately, and this part goes below the dividing line, so it also serves as well, a connecting point. Yeah, and now from this side, as you can see here, we have this brick circular groove. That's for this piece. Yeah, once again simply put it inside. And now here we have the bridge, which is this small piece, and sensor which is inserted into it, and from the other side we have the second sensor which once again serves also as a pack, and here to these few openings we put the phasers. Now I have to admit, because the ship is actually quite big in its own scale, scaling it down to 20 centimeters means that the phasers and this part of the bridge, those pieces are really small. So maybe in the next models I will skip them, because working with them is quite problematic, at least for my fat fingers. Anyway, that means that the saucer is done, and now we can go to the secondary hull. And secondary hull is done a little bit different, but I think it's done quite well, straightforward. So we have this one half, and as you can see here we have holes for the pins, so we will insert them and put the other half. Yeah, and those are the two halves together. Now we will add this separate piece of the hull which is blue, and it has corresponding holes for all the pegs. And now on top of it we will put this piece, and it will all click together. Then we will insert the neck. Yeah, simply we will put it here to this peg. Yeah, and also here in the neck we have some cannons. Yeah, so we will insert them inside. And now here the back, there we will have this piece of hull, and it has here this opening. This is for this connector piece which clicks all together. Now here we have opening for the dish, so here is the one for first part of the dish, and then from the blue is the second part of the dish which goes into it. Then here, as you can see, we have opening for a cassette from both sides, and there we put the logo. Once again, the logo is simplified. I did it in the same way as in the previous models. Now here into this opening we will put these blue details. Then here into this opening this dark detail. And here to this opening this blue piece. Here we will add the connectors for the nacelles. It will simply club to these two pegs. And last but not least, here the shuttle bay. And the secondary hull is done. And the saucer will simply be attached via that peg. As you can see, it has this big opening. Okay, and now the nacelles. The nacelles are done exactly as in the previous Enterprises. So we have this piece, we have this piece with two holes for the pegs. So we will insert them, or pins. We will insert the second half. Once again, in the slicer you will have to divide them into separate pieces. Now here we have the back. Insert it to the pegs. And we have the front, once again inserted. Okay. Now here to this groove, there we will have these blue pieces. Then here we have in this groove these black pieces, and here to the ends we have these black pieces, and to the front we have this one. And that's it. And as you can see here, we have the opening for the connection to the secondary hull, and yeah, it goes together just like before. And that's it. That's the model assembled. Plus, of course, here we have an opening for the stand, and the stand is here, and the info is updated. Okay, and that's it. So this is how you actually assemble the model. So now we will print it out and take a look at the printed model. And as you can see, here is the model. And I really like how it turned out. The combination of the blue and the gray and the dark gray, I really like it. Yeah, so the impulse engines, those are painted, but that's basically all. Yeah, of course, the text. But everything else is just printed in the specific color. But yeah, the ship is quite big. Yeah, as I said, half a meter, 50 centimeters. Yeah, which kinda I'm not really happy about that, because the free space is, well, problem. But what can you do? Yeah, the next one, the Excelsior Class Enterprise-C, there it will be better, because the saucer will once again be 20 centimeters, and there the saucer is quite big, so the secondary hull wouldn't be as gigantic as here. Yeah, but I have to say that it really looked nice. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of Excelsior when I was younger, but the older I get, I have to say the design, well, I like it more and more. And after all, it's basically B-52 of the Federation. Okay, so yeah, that's the model. And that will be all for this video, so I hope you liked it, and we will see each other in the next one, which will be the Excelsior Class Enterprise-C. Have a very nice day and even nicer weekend. Bye bye!